Well, Hokum for the Boxing Voice. I am here with cruiserweight contender Ellis Zorro. How are you, Ellis?
Good, thank you. Just took my COVID test and waiting to weigh in now, so yeah, all good.
Okay, being a cruiserweight, I guess weight making isn't as hard as it is for some of those lighter weights, am I right?
Yeah, so I'm kind of small at the weight, so I kind of fight around. I train on weight. I'm only like a kilo over most of the time, so completely fine.
That's great. I mean, that's why you're looking so happy. Some of these guys who would
haven't eaten in a couple of days. Yeah, no, that's not me. I'm all good.
Just tell us about this name. Is Zorro actually your real surname?
Yeah. I don't know like anything behind it. There's no backstory. Just my last name.
Oh, okay.
It's always been that way.
What's your family origins? Somewhere in Latin America?
My mum's English. My dad's half Nigerian, so I'm half.
Okay.
I'm half Nigerian.
Not a typically Nigerian name at all.
Yeah, it's not.
All right. I mean, I was intrigued. I watched your interview with my colleagues over on Seconds Out, and apparently you're sparring Vidal Riley, and those sparring sessions are akin to James Toney versus Mike McCallum. I mean...
Yeah, so if you know boxing, like it's just one of them, it's very sharp, we're both sharp shooters, you know, a lot of counter punching going on, a lot of jabs, not easy to land clean on the other guy, a lot of defense, a lot of thinking, it's that kind of spar, that's what I meant. So yeah, I've done 2 lots of sparring with Vidal, I think he's fighting next week, so we're both in a good place at the time. And he was my last spar actually, this week Monday.
Okay,
yeah, good fighter. Yeah, good fighter.
So, I mean, I called you a contender, but even though you're 10-0, actually, I'd say you're still a prospect because you're still on 6 rounders, I believe. So tell us a bit about your boxing background. You got much of an amateur background?
Okay, so I had 3 amateur fights.
Yeah.
I was struggling to get bouts because when I was an amateur, there was a divide between the ABA and the Alliance or whatever it was, something I don't even really understand to this day. So I decided to go pro. I was training at Miguel's in Brixton, had other pros around me, Richard Riakpo, Isaac Chamberlain, Chris Congo, John Harding Jr. I saw like the levels wasn't crazy, like I wasn't with them, but I wasn't far away, so I thought, you know what, I'm 25, let me turn over. I started boxing quite late. So I turned over, had 9 fights with Steve Goodwin at York Hall on Goodwin Boxing against opponents that I just used as my amateur career. Does that make sense? So
yeah,
that's what I did. Then I came here and I had 1 fight with Martin Bowers on BT Sport in November on a prospect show. I was mandatory for the Southern Area title and we lost that position, no fault of my own. But yeah, I'm looking to get into titles now. I'm 10-0. Tomorrow I'm going to go 11-0. Then after that I'd like to step up and fight for Southern Area English and British.
Yeah, I mean the cruiserweight division, just domestically, it is red hot.
Yeah.
I mentioned this to Lawrence, a colleague, a few weeks back. Yeah. It seems British Nigerians have got the cruiserweight division on lockdown.
Yeah, there's Luau, there's Richard Riakpo, but to be honest,
Dion Juma,
you've got to put Lawrence a little bit above because he's a world champion.
Of course.
But under that, I feel like it's a very open kind of playing field. I know Richard and Isaac quite well. I don't even think Richard's had that much more fights than myself, but he's had a few 10-rounders against some good guys, 50-50 fights, Chris Billen, Jack Massey, so he's doing his thing. But yeah, Lawal's there, Dion's there, it's very, very open, and I want to be in the mix of these guys very soon.
And it is an exciting division. I think Jack Massey made this point before his IBO world title fight, that cruiserweights, you've got the knockout power, but probably a lot more speed and dexterity than the gigantic heavyweights.
Yeah, we're basically small heavyweights, aren't we? So yeah, I agree with that statement.
Yeah, and in terms of yourself, what sort of style would you say you are?
I'm a thinking fighter. I don't like to get hit, so I'm hit and not be hit, but I am quite heavy-handed, and I understand that as a professional, you know, guys want to see knockouts, so there's always that in the back of my mind. But at the same time, at this weight, 200 pounds, 14 stone, anyone can get hit on the chin, anyone can go. So I'm quite, not cautious, but you know, I box smart and I look to land heavy shots, yeah. And I'm a body puncher.
Body punchers, getting hit in the guts always a good one to get guys out of there. So you're based here at the Peacock?
Yeah, so I'm from Southeast London, Lewisham, but I train here at the Peacock in Essex Monday to Friday, yeah, with Martin Bowers.
Okay, bit of a trek, but you get it.
We were just talking about that. Once I come through the Blackwall Tunnel, it's okay, but I got to get here at 9:30 in the morning, so it's hella traffic every morning. But once I'm here, it's good. It's got everything we need. As you can see, got 2 rings, all the equipment, nice showers, changing rooms, so I can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, this gym is famous for being probably the most immaculate gym in the country.
Literally, yeah.
Who cleans the gym up? Is it you, the
I
fighters?
think it's Martin, you know.
Really?
I actually think it's Martin.
I will have to
So
ask him
hats
about
off to him for that. Yeah, I think it's Martin.
All right. So, I mean, how do you see the cruiserweight scene? As you said, Lawrence is out on his own. Who, other than him, who's the best in the country at the domestic level?
I don't know. It's all opinion and viewpoints, but I guess in terms of accomplishments, I would have to say Richard Rackport because he's had a lot of 50-50 fights outside of Lawrence, and he's come through them. And I feel like he's next in line for a world title, I believe. I know Isaac is also next in line for a world title. I know Jack Massey's got a version of the world title. So them guys are kind of like there. Then there's like Dion Juma, Lawal, myself. Vidal Riley will be up there as well. Although he's had 4 fights, like skill for skill, he's very good. Yeah, I think it's quite open. But we just need to get these fights happening. There's no point us guys not fighting each other. But at the same time, Richard's not looking at anyone beneath him. He's looking up. Everyone wants to look up, and I'm looking up at them. I'm not looking down at someone beneath me. So it's not always easy to make these fights happen, but that's the motive.
Any particular guys that you'd want to call out?
Not necessarily, you know, like at the moment I'm looking for the Southern Area title or the English. I'd like to fight for that. So whoever's got that, but it's not a personal thing. Like I'll be down to fight anybody really, to be honest with you.
You want to fight regularly this year?
Yeah, so had one in November, but this year got one tomorrow. I got one in March. Hasn't been announced just yet, but that's a 50-50 fight against someone who's 10-0, so that'll be good. Yeah.
Is that a 10 rounder?
I think it might be an 8. I'm
Okay.
not 100% sure yet, but it's definitely against the guy who's 10-0. And then yeah, after that we'll just see what happens next.
All right. Well, it's exciting. We look forward to following your journey.
Appreciate it.
Ellis, good luck for tomorrow, and
you.
thanks for speaking to the Boxing Voice.
No problem.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.